darlings, welcome back to episode 3 of Dining Through the Decades. Today we are going to be making a Spanish omelette, and it says in our little 1936 cookbook that it is an English version of a Spanish dish. So it's slightly different to normal. I'm very excited to try it, so let's get into it. Firstly, I'm going to weigh out half a pound of potatoes, and these beautiful potatoes here are ones that I have grown myself. I'm very, very proud of them. Half a pound of potatoes is around 200 grams. So, alright, and I'll just put in this little one here. Alright, perfect. So I've got my lovely new potatoes here, and I'm just going to thinly slice these. I'm not going to slice them too thickly because I feel like it's going to take too long for them to cook. Now, if you haven't heard what new potatoes are, they're just literally fresh potatoes. They haven't been sitting and maturing for ages. They have a slightly different flavor, maybe a little bit more earthy, and they're really nice. We're going to be frying these potatoes in some butter, and then we're going to be adding in some ham or bacon into the potatoes as well. Alright, the butter is melting nicely, and I'm going to add in my potato slices now. Alright, now I'm just going to roughly chop up my bacon here and then add that into the potatoes. And that was about 2.5 slices of bacon. Now it says season with cayenne pepper and a little bit of salt. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a sprinkle in there. And then a pinch of salt. Maybe 2 pinches of salt. I'm just going to put a lid on the top of this, and hopefully the steam in there is going to kind of cook the potatoes a little bit more, because I am afraid that they won't be fully cooked by the end, and we don't want to be eating raw potatoes. There is nothing worse than having raw potato. Many times I've had a potato pizza and the potato has not been fully cooked, and that's not okay. We don't like that. Smells so good. While that's still cooking, I'm just going to add in 4 eggs and just lightly beat those together. Looking good, and it looks like that potato is actually cooking now. So it's almost time to add in the eggs. So I'm just going to lightly beat these together. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Whoa! Whoops. Don't want anything sticking to the bottom before I put in the potatoes. I'm just going to add in a little bit of, oh no, should I? Oh no, I want to. The recipe doesn't ask for olive oil, but I really want to, just because I don't want it to stick on the bottom. Whoops. Okay. Alright, now we're going to add in our 4 lightly beaten eggs. And now we're just going to keep cooking that until it's just set. Turn that heat back up. Right. Alright, I'm going to turn on the oven onto a low heat, and something that my grandma, my great-grandma, and my mum still do is heat up or warm up your plate in the oven. So I've just turned the oven on to a low heat, and we're going to put the plate in so that when this is done, we can pop it onto a hot plate and serve. I've got my plate here. I'm going to put it in the oven. Alright, oh, it's looking really good. If this turns out, this is going to be my go-to. I'm going to be making this all the time. I've got a spring onion here, and I'm just going to finely chop the green bit, and then we're going to put that on top of the omelette when it's done. Alright, just making sure that it's not sticking. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so ready for this. Alright, and I've also got some lovely fresh parsley from the garden, and I'm just going to roughly chop that up. This omelette has come together much quicker than I expected, so while I'm standing here waiting for the egg to set, I thought I would run it by all of you what sort of recipes you would like to see for the last 3 episodes. Out of the sweet things, would you like to see sugar apple muffins, strawberry flan, or a rhubarb flan? And the savoury options are stuffed potatoes, brown bread, stuffed cucumbers, curried vegetables, bubble and squeak, or onion soup. So let me know what sounds nice and what you'd like to see, because I have all of these lovely recipes in my cookbook, and it's just too hard to choose, really. They're all so lovely. Let me know what you all think, and I'll take that into consideration and do that for the next 3 episodes. I'm turning this down, and I'm going to put a lid on this because that's definitely going to help the top of the egg set. The grill that we have is not actually big enough to put a frying pan in to just help set the top, and I'm not going to put this in the oven because this is a plastic handle, or I don't know whether it's plastic, but I don't think it's suitable to go into the oven. So just going to keep this lid on and hopefully it'll cook. And also another little fun fact from this cookbook, it goes month by month because it is the calendar of cooking. So the Spanish omelette that I'm doing is actually from the month of August. And I do think that they try and organize the different recipes so that you are using vegetables that are in season, but this is kind of a little bit irrelevant because we're in Australia and the stuff that's in season here in August is not the same that's in the UK in August, so we're still making do, and I still have everything that the recipe calls for. I mean, we do live in an age now where you can pretty much get anything that's in season in 1 month all year round. It is really nice though to know what's in season and then use that accordingly throughout the year, because sometimes food just tastes better that way, and especially when it's local and even homegrown. Ooh, yes! Success! Yay! Alright, that looks so good, and now I'm just going to sprinkle with my spring onion and parsley from the garden. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, this is definitely going to become a staple. Yum! Yum, yum, yum! And because I already put a bit of cayenne pepper in the omelette, I'm going to do a little sprinkling on top. Oh, yum! I'll put a little bit of black pepper on top as well, and a little bit of salt. Ooh, I'm so excited for this. I'm going to slice up a little bit and we can try it. So excited to try this. It smells so good, and I think the herbs on top are really going to make it. Whoa, that cayenne pepper made it really spicy. Whoa. That packs a punch. Woo. Whew. Next time I will go lighter on the cayenne pepper, but everything else is perfect. That's really nice, and the herbs just add that lovely freshness to the dish. The potato is perfectly cooked. I'm so happy about that. That bit of potato. This dish was so lovely. Very spicy, so so be warned and do go easy on the cayenne pepper unless you are absolutely mad about spice, which I am reasonably mad about spice. But that was woohoo! And I put pepper on top as well. Anyway, this was absolutely delicious, and do let me know if you make it. As always, you can tag me over on Instagram and hashtag Dining Through the Decades. I would love to see the dishes that you make, and I'll see you next week for another episode. Bye! Half a pound is about 200 grams? 200 grams? Kilos? Kilos? I need to get butter out of the fridge. How am I going to open this fridge without disturbing everything? What is wrong with me? You're so annoying, Sage. This omelette has come together much quicker than I expected. Is that a word? James is quicker? Yes, it is a word, but I don't... I can smell it burning. Okay, maybe put your oven on really, really low because this plate is really hot. Ow.